Hey everybody, before we start, I just want to issue a disclaimer. I have not, nor will I ever support or be a member of ISIS. This comes into play later in the future. But I just wanted to let you guys know that a lot of it was joking around. So if that's not your kind of jokes, you might not like this episode. But anyway, let's start. Let's cut to another disclaimer. Hey everyone, welcome to Knitting Time with Willie. The time that you get to spend knitting with me, Willie. I'm joined as always by my co-host Nicholas. Alrighty then. Before we begin, I just need to say that so as you viewers of the show know that I like to knit stuff for the show that I wear. Sweaters. I like to knit a sweater for an episode. I like each episode I get to have a different sweater. It's a fun thing that I do, but you guys might not realize this, but I'm actually really bad at knitting, and I've been having some issues with sizing. So for this most recent one, I tried to do it the way that requires math, but if there's one thing I'm worse at than knitting, it's math. So I ended up, well, let me just show you. So as you can see, this does not fit me at all, but it took me a long time to make, and I didn't have anything else to wear, so I'm gonna wear it. But if you're wondering why I'm wearing such a small sweater, it's because I'm an idiot. Anyway, my guest today is, I don't know if I already used this joke in the interview, but she's the Doogie Howser of comedy. She's a comedy writer, very funny on Twitter. She's kind of an asshole, but we'll get into that. My friend Broti Gupta, so let's see if we can't get her on the line now. Ring. Okay, Broti, are you there?
Oh, this is just like comedians in cars getting coffee.
I am the Jerry Seinfeld of our generation.
You really are, and of his.
Yeah. Well, I date a lot of 17-year-olds. So, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm having pie.
What kind of pie is it?
Pumpkin pie.
Ooh, and you're home this weekend.
I am.
In Kentucky.
In Kentucky.
Broti's from Kentucky. But you're really from Ohio, right?
No, it's that I'm from Cincinnati, but on the Kentucky side.
Okay.
So the thing that people normally call me out on is saying that I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
That's a really, not to insult your home or anything, but it's a weird flex to say I'm from Cincinnati and then get called out on it.
It is. It really is.
Well, no offense to anyone from Cincinnati. The only thing I know about Cincinnati is that they put cinnamon in their chili. And I don't care for that.
Maybe.
Is it? Or is it spaghetti?
But it doesn't taste. It's chili on spaghetti.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. I think cinnamon and chili is like Texas or something. They're just special type of people who put cinnamon in chili.
Like sweetened?
No, it's not cinnamon sugar. Cinnamon is like I don't know. Matt made like a beef the other night with cinnamon in it, and it was
How was it?
Good. Well, I wasn't expecting to like it because I think of cinnamon as sweet too, but it's not. Like I think of it as having been in your pie. So pie. What should I ask you?
Oh, you could ask me anything. You could ask me.
I'm drinking straight whiskey because we were out of wine, and it's not as pleasant as I thought. I always think that I can shoot it, but I can't.
Don't shoot it.
Oh no, I mean like with a gun.
Oh, never mind. Do it.
Okay, so let's see. How should I interview you? We're very good friends, so it's weird. Like, well, yeah. I mean, like, we sometimes see each other.
There's a lot of sexual tension between us.
Yeah, absolutely. But like between us, but directed at other people.
Yeah. Between us, we have a really high amount of sexual tension
that we like to direct at.
Oh, Willie passed away, so I'm taking over the podcast.
No! My earpiece just fell out. I should ask questions. So, let's see. You are a writer for television.
Mm-hmm.
You wrote for Speechless and Friends from college.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, do you think you're better than me?
Yeah, but that's not a TV writer thing.
Oh, okay. What is it like when you're in a writer's room? Do you like pretend like you are on that Matthew Perry show?
Friends?
Yeah. No, it was one. He was Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Oh my god, that is a fantastic show.
I've heard
that I highly recommend.
Yeah, I've heard it's not entirely accurate. But
no, it's not entirely accurate. Can I read you a line from Studio 60? So Studio 60, this show within the show is supposed to be like SNL.
Uh-huh. That's Saturday Night Live for those who aren't in the know, aren't in the biz, like us, like you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willie didn't know what it was.
I had to explain because I'm not technically in the biz, but like I'm biz adjacent, so like I know now.
You're Busy Phillips.
I am Busy Phillips. What if you found out that I was Hannah Montana-ing as Busy Phillips?
That would be fun. It would be fun.
Okay. So why don't I stop talking? Because we all know what we really want is to watch you Google search Aaron Sorkin quote. So I'm going to be quiet and you get that up when you're ready.
Yeah, you're right. I can't find the quote.
Okay.
I just have to paraphrase it.
Okay.
It's something like someone calls it a skit instead of a sketch, and it's like, a skit is something you do at like a corporate event. A skit is something, and it's like a really dramatic speech about how what he's done is a sketch.
Oh boy.
This show, actually, I don't know if you know this fun fact, but this show also doubles as an ISIS recruitment video.
This one right here? My show?
Your show. But also Studio 60.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say, yeah, mine is an ISIS recruitment source, but I have purposefully attracted the weakest, worst suited towards being an ISIS group of people as an audience. So I'm recruiting for ISIS, but to make them weaker. Don't tell ISIS. They will get mad at me.
And you can't stand when ISIS is mad at you.
Well, they're really surprisingly passive aggressive for a terrorist.
Really?
So, yeah, it's like a lot of like.
What do they do?
Like leaking stuff to the tabloids and kind of.
Yeah.
I didn't get invited to the ISIS Christmas party.
Did you not?
I didn't, and it was like. And I remember I talked to the head of ISIS, Mr. ISIS, and he was like, you were totally invited. It must have gotten lost.
But you obviously weren't. But you obviously weren't.
Well, I assumed I was invited because I have been doing a lot for ISIS recruitment. But
I mean, you've been doing outreach.
I've been doing outreach, and as far as they know, I'm doing it sincerely. I'm doing it for the good of the terrorist cell. But like, I wasn't going to go to a party where I didn't get an invite. But like, and they're gonna tell me you're invited after the fact. But
yeah, like obviously that's useless.
Yeah. So and then if I get mad, I look insane. So
yeah.
So
but I mean, that's only because you kill most of them.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I am a double agent, and it's complicated. But I still think like. Well,
I'm your friend. I'm your friend, and I'm going to challenge you somewhere.
Okay.
I'm going to challenge you to answer that if you're a double agent, then why do you want to go to their Christmas party in the first place, you know?
I know, I mean, like...
But is it not about going and it's more just about the invite?
It's about the feeling of, yes, like, I promise, like, when I joined ISIS, I wasn't going to become one of those people who's, like, really, like, centered around being in this group, you know, and like, but it's really hard even when you are working, in creating a YouTube show to recruit bad ISIS members, like even then you're still part of a group and you want to be accepted.
You want to be accepted, sure.
It's very hard on my personal kind of psyche to kind of be like, okay, what were they thinking? Do they know? Is my family in danger? Or are they just mad at me at a personal level? And
it's like either way you don't win.
Yeah, no. And it's like, they're not my friends. They're my coworkers at best. Like, that's the thing that, exactly. I feel like you kind of, especially, and I feel like you probably go through this too, because I feel like, especially in a creative field, you go in, you kind of expect everyone to be your friend. Like, you're like, oh, we're just making each other laugh, or we're just creating discord in
like
Muslim countries.
Exactly. Like, we're all being vulnerable here. We're all being vulnerable. We're all, like, saying, you know, we're all, like, talking about our families. And then we're also talking about, like, insurrections.
Yeah.
And you have to be open and willing, you know?
You think, like, I remember when I was a little boy, and it was Al-Qaeda then, but when I was a little boy, and I was like, one day I'm going to recruit for them to take them down. But, like, you think of all, like, the Khalid Sheikh Mohammeds, the Osama bin Ladens, like, it's the same with, like, looking up to Bill Murray, and you're like, you're going to be friends with them. You're
exactly. Like, that's your second city.
Yeah. And no one cares. Like, you get there, and then you're just a coworker at best to someone. Worst, you're like a threat to their institution that they are actively poisoning. But and it's just kind of disappointing, you know. So, like, have you ever had that? Like, not with ISIS, obviously, but like with what is you can leave names out, but what is like the meanest thing anyone's ever said to you while you were working? Unless it's not funny, in which case don't say it.
What's the meanest thing anyone said to me?
Like the least, not ever, obviously, but as far as like in a writer's room, or
in like a writer's room,
or the furthest from your. Oh wait. Never mind. You can answer this or you don't have to, but I just realized that just to get you in trouble. But continue.
Let me tell you something really chaotic that happened to me in a comedy writer's room was that I crossed the line from self-deprecating to something else, I guess. And after I was done shit talking myself, I had bummed everybody out too bad to continue talking.
I think
like everyone got so sad for me, and then the woman running the room, one of the like EPs, was like, "Hey, I think you should think more highly of yourself," and was like so nice. But it's definitely like to get to a point in a comedy room where the comedy writers are just bummed and
Yeah.
don't want to pile on.
Especially for those of you who are not business adjacent ISIS members like I am, comedy people are just dead inside for the most part, and like
Yes.
very much like, especially when you get a group of them. When you get a group of us, everyone's kind of trying to be like the funny one, or usually,
and it sucks.
And it sucks ass, first of all, but they will go to any length of this. So to bum out a comedy person is a challenge. Not like, it's not hard to bum them out because they're all depressed anyway, but to have them feel sympathy for another person.
To have them all of a sudden go, I'm doing okay.
Like, I'm not going to make a bit on this. I could make a bit on this, but I'm not going to.
But I'm not going to.
And I think that's why you and I work so well as, I wouldn't say friends, but like acquaintances, because like, that's how I know, like, my way of judging myself is to make as many self-deprecating jokes that I think are self-deprecating, and then I can tell what's real by how people react to them, because a lot of people are just like, no, you're not like that. Like, I'll be like, I'm the stupidest person alive, and they'll be like, no, you're not, and then I'll be like, okay, I must be like very stupid that people are... Yeah,
if anyone tries to make you feel better.
Yeah, because, and that's where, like, especially because, like, I feel like I have, like, and I think you probably do too, have, like, a very non-threatening presence. Like, I think the two of us, a lot of people, like, kind of like to feel, not superior, but, like, I feel like they kind of naturally feel like they have to take care of us a little bit.
Yes.
And I feel like I personally have dealt with that by trying to be the most horrible person I can be, to try and kind of counteract that. And then when that happens and they're still kind of trying to like take care of you, you're like, oh, okay, this is who I am. I'm the baby. The thing is, like, and this is like something I've learned as I've gotten older that I would never think would be like an issue, but very clear that not a lot of people are threatened by me. And the older I get, the more I'm like, I want you to be threatened by me. I want to be threatening to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So how are you what do you have a plan in mind?
Give up on my dreams, kind of focus more on ISIS, I think.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, is it's true. If you do what you love, you are not working a day in your life.
That is absolutely true. And especially, it doesn't also then make you hate what you love. It does the opposite. It makes you love it more. And it also, it's not like anyone would ever use the fact that you have a job that you worked really hard to get and love as sort of like a bargaining chip. Like, because you have this job that you love, you sort of need to be grateful for it and not complain about it, and kind of like when I was at ISIS, or when I am with ISIS.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you didn't get let go, did you?
No, I mean,
they did they were talking about layoffs.
I know, but like when ISIS says layoffs, they mean a completely different thing. But
oh right, it's a move.
This probably is like, I'm like, so the second episode with Brian and Emily, I think we cut most of it out, but I made a lot of threatening remarks to Trump. And now I'm like talking about, I don't know how like web crawlers work, like if it's only written word or if they like watch videos. But if they watch videos, I might be like on a list.
You're on a list. By the way, you're on some lists. I've just submitted you.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like a comics
If
to
you,
watch list or is it like a terror list? Because I'll take both.
I mean, it's comics to watch, but then there's an out for.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And then
well,
parentheses because they're chasing you.
Okay. Comics that the CIA should watch. So, how is your dog? You have a really cute dog. There's like a picture right now flashing in the edit.
I have a really cute
your
dog. He is great because he's back in LA with Greg, and they're actually not in LA. They're in Big Bear right now.
Does Greg just live in Big Bear? I feel like you're lucky because your significant other doesn't seem to actively hate California and all that it stands for. So like he seems to like try to
really
make the most of it, whereas I really just like to sit and think about how I hate it. But I don't know. I'm not going to be here for.
Are you moving?
So,
No.
Did I tell you that? I'm not moving, but I might go east to wait out the rest of the pandemic because our lease is up in January, and it's not like I'm doing anything here or seeing anyone. So I figure like there's places where I can not pay rent for a couple of months, and then but I will obviously tell you if I move. But I don't think I don't know. It's all confusing. I'm like that's the weirdest part about. Obviously, bleep this out because I don't like to mention pandemic on the pod because I don't like to date it. My comedy's timeless.
Your comedy is timeless. It's from 1863 on.
Yeah, that's why I read the Emancipation Proclamation. Yeah. So, but the weird part is just like time. Speaking of timeless, time in the pandemic moves really weird. And I think I'm being audited, but like
by who?
The IRS. But like I have like they send me like a form and they're like you need to fill out a form and I just put it on my to-do list and I'm like, oh, I'm on top of it. I open it up and I like have the thought that I was gonna do it, but it's been like 3 months now since I've done anything, and just because like every day is just like 2 seconds long now. And so like I feel like I'm like on top of it, but if I do get arrested, it's because of the way time functions.
I'll sing at your arrest ceremony.
Thank you. Just like stand up. Happy birthday to everyone.
I do the sexy Marilyn Monroe happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Outside the prison.
Madam, Your Honor. What do you call a judge? Your Honor?
I think so,
Happy birthday, Your Honor. Yeah. That was that. What was the other thing I was going to say?
And then the judge has to be like, and that's going to be your only defense.
Yeah. I genuinely, like, I've been watching a lot of, like, true crime, and you kind of know where you have, like, you ever have, like, this seems familiar, but in the future feeling?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like I am going to be wrongfully accused of a crime. Probably a murder. Because every time I watch, like, a weird, like, true crime show, I'm like, this feels familiar, but in the future.
You always really end up.
Yeah. And I probably will be convicted. When I was a kid, I used to tell people.
You were convicted.
Going back to that thing about how comedians are terrible, soulless creatures.
Oh, yeah.
I used to tell people that I was friends with, like, just so you know, if I'm ever convicted of murder, I did it. Because I thought that would be really funny to do. But, like, as I get older, I feel like that was probably setting myself up for failure.
Yeah.
Because I just thought it was like...
Yeah, you know what that group of people that you told that to becomes? A jury.
And obviously, jury made up of 12 of your closest friends. So just you...
Yeah. I mean, what else is a jury?
You and 11 members of ISIS are going to be there to judge me. And... I thought
we weren't using the F word with ISIS.
Oh, yeah, but I'm so weak. Like, that's the thing. I mean, here is, like, a more real example.
Your office is not your family.
Yeah. No, or just, like, your career is not your family. There are so many people, and I gotta imagine this is the case with you, too, where on, like, I will talk shit about them constantly. But then I'll see a tweet from them, and I'll be like, I'm going to like this, and that's going to get me a job one day. And we will follow it. Hasn't worked yet. Probably will soon. Once this thing has 1 million... Well, that's the double-edged sword of using your YouTube show as a recruitment platform for ISIS. Is you lose a lot of your audience that way.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like,
that's true.
1 million views is probably...
It's a pretty, like...
Yeah. It's gonna be like...
You need it replenished.
I guess I should start, like, an MLM, too. So that everyone who views this needs to bring in 2 people to also view it. Especially if you are considering joining ISIS as one of its weaker members.
Yeah.
How sweaty
100%.
do I look? That's...
I can't see you.
Oh. It's a running theme that I'm very sweaty on this show.
But I can't see you.
You can't see me at all?
No.
Oh.
The camera's pointing up.
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up?
I can... 2.
She's right. Okay, wait 1 second. Let me get there. Oh no, is my belly up?
Did I not tell you?
No.
Did I not tell you that?
No.
That's weird.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you now.
Can you see me?
That's weird that I didn't tell you.
That should be what Verizon does for its video conferencing. Can you see me now? And then everyone will be like, what? You know what's up?
What?
Do you know that the guy is doing Sprint commercials now because Verizon made him quit because he was gay?
Wow.
Or he, like...
Why?
I think he...
What?
I think they wanted to make him, like, more of, like, an ambassador, but they're like, you can't say that you have a husband. And so he quit, and that's why he defected over to Sprint. Little hot goss.
That is some hot goss.
Why am I still drinking the whiskey?
I don't know. What kind of whiskey is it?
Trader Joe's brand.
It's good. The one that they make in the back of the house.
Yeah. It's like where the coffee is. You can just kind of fill it up.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's is really good. If I ever start another podcast, it will be one in which I try Trader Joe's pre-made goods. And wait.
Tits.
Wait, okay, I don't want to alarm you. It's fine. It's recording, okay. I wasn't sure if I pressed record. Little peek behind the curtain.
Also, I have to go soon.
Okay. Just hang up when you're ready to go. Little peek behind the curtain. This is our second attempt at it. Because I did not have memory. I thought I had cleared my memory card, but I had just deleted the pictures on the memory card, like the pictures of the files, but the files were still there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this was, why don't we start ending it, because I'm sweaty. You're sweaty, whether you want to admit it or not.
You guys can all see me. That's how a podcast works, right?
Well, you will be able to see you. That's why there's a...
Oh, I'm not sweaty. You guys know that I'm not sweaty then.
Okay.
Look at how dry.
Okay. Okay.
Willie, have they sent you parade underwear yet?
Parade underwear?
Mm-hmm.
No, what's that? I want it.
Parade has sent a bunch of female comedians their underwear for free.
They're like
It's an underwear company.
Oh, I was going to say, like, who is Parade and why are they sending underwear like that they wear?
There's a parade that goes down the street.
And that sounds
and
like...
they throw their underwear, and the funniest women on the street get it.
Well, I have not gotten any free underwear. Thank you for rubbing it in. Okay, well, I guess that's why I'm stuck working at ISIS.
You're not stuck. You guys had one fight.
I don't know. Like, I know that's what HR is for, but
yeah,
once you bring HR in, it just completely changes everything. So you're just stuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nicholas, do you have anything you want to add? That's my co-host, Nicholas.
Oh, Nicholas is not charismatic.
Yeah, he's pretty quiet, but he has a lot of opinions. All right. Well, thank you for doing this. I'll talk to you soon. Stop bragging about your underwear next time we hang out. She just hung up on me. That harlot. Well, now I'm gonna talk shit on her. Tell you all her secrets. Did you know that Broti does not like onions? It's pretty weird. Alright, that should be the end of the episode. Please don't, follow her on Twitter. She has more followers than me, and, like, famous ones, so she really does need to be plugged. And, tell your friends about this show, because it's losing viewers by the minute. This whiskey is not a good choice. But I think it made me chattier. I don't know. Probably made me chattier. I've been talking to what to me is just a blank camera for like 5 minutes now, and I could keep going. Why am I still vamping? I'm gonna end this. Bye, guys.